Little mic check. Little mic check right now. Looks like we got happy 4th of July, everybody. Here we go. We're doing our live stream right now. And it looks like we are just getting things started. We had Monica deal out the high card. Seat 5 got the button. And we've got a pretty good game going on here. You can see Basil, red, white, and blue ready to go. Seat 1 right there. We've got Lou in seat 2. That's going to be easy to remember. We got Melvin, seat 3. Felipe, number 4. Zeke got the button there, seat 5. To his left is Bob, who is going to be starting out on the small blind. And then we've also got Barney. Love Barney, great character. In addition to that, we got Curtis, Adrian, and Yan. Yan, the fan favorite. We also got Charlie here in the booth for a minute at least.
Yeah, just for a minute. You can flip around and see what I'm doing today. I got the hat
Look at this
on
hat.
top.
Look at this hat. Look at this hat. There he is.
It doesn't quite fit on top of the earphones.
With the headphones. Yeah, that's the problem right there. But, yeah, Charlie, what you been up to today? You been cooking?
I went and did the 4th of July Independence Day parade walk downtown at the Centennial Plaza, and then smoked some meat today. Just made a good family day for eating.
Ooh.
But there's something fun about this table that hasn't happened yet before. And that's a 1-2 was already running out on the floor. So usually the max starting stack you see is $300.
Now, this is amazing.
But Curtis already has, what,
727.
727. So this game actually started right at 4 p.m. And
Yep.
because they were playing, we went ahead and put them on the live stream today.
Just move it.
And it's going to be a little crazier action. Anytime you have Curtis, anytime you have Melvin, anytime you have Barney, but the real risque thing, the taboo thing, is sitting over in seat number 2, Mr. Lou. He is normally a 5 on the button player.
Or bigger.
Yeah, or bigger. He likes to play 25, 50, 100. He likes to play the big games on the button. But he's going to be dropping in, and he's going to be spending a little time. We saw last week Miss Yan was the big winner.
Yeah.
She won a little over $1,400, and Miss Mary Ann was also big. It was ladies' night. So
ladies' night.
They destroyed the men, but I think Lou is gonna go on a run here. Basil was a big winner last week. Also, all of you guys out in Basil land is start rooting for him. But I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna say au revoir and turn it over to George of the Jungle. And happy 4th of July, everybody.
Yeah, we are gonna miss you, Charlie. We're glad you're doing it for the people. You know, making all the meats out there, doing a walk. And I hope you at home are having a great 4th of July. This is going to be an interesting game. This is going to be a fantastic game. I can already tell. Looks like I don't want to spoil anything, but I think hand 1 is going to be a pretty action hand. So we're going to be off to a really good start here pretty quickly. You can see Monica, doing the old mommy seatbelt there to Basil. That's pretty good. We were setting everything up on this first hand, so the action is going to be coming in a little bit slow on the first hand. Just be patient with us. But we did get everything going nice and smooth. You see Monica, just a great table presence there, always joking around. Basil, also a great table presence. Certainly going to be a great table here, and you also see a couple of red cups out there, which are pretty important. Now we got a couple of things coming up. You're definitely going to want to get in on this. You can qualify weekly here. We got our 10K added tournament. That's going to be in August on the 3rd and 4th. You can qualify weekly, or you can just directly buy in. But if you qualify, you're going to be saving a lot of money in the long run. It's going to be a $25 admin fee and a $10. So $35 will get you into the qualifier. And we have a really cool promotion going on right now. You come by, if you're one of the first 9 players to jump on the table, if you make a big hand, many, many ways to earn chips. And we will give you a stamp, and then you just take your card in to the qualifier, and you will be able to redeem for those chips. Now, if you don't qualify, or you don't feel like playing the qualifier, totally fine. It's going to be a $240 entry and a $20 bonus add-on. So, like I said, you're going to be saving a lot of money if you go ahead and jump in on those qualifiers. And then everybody, if you qualify, we're going to have multiple qualifiers. you can take all of your qualifying chip stacks to the game on August 3rd. So definitely want to do that. Run it up before you even get to the table on August 3rd. And that is going to be a good old tournament. 10K guaranteed. So this is going to be pretty good. And then we'll have either 18 players or the final table go into day 2 for August 4th. So the 10K guaranteed tournament is going to be on August 3rd and August 4th. Day 2, August 4th. And then, yeah, again, you can get 1 million chips on the qualifier. Possibly. I don't even know. It's up to you. If you have an active membership, you get 5,000 chips. Any tournament entry, you get 1,000 chips. If you're one of the first 9 tournament entries, you get 1,000 chips. We got horse races. We got quads are better. We got daily cash game participants. So 1 million different ways to get chips. Hopefully you guys run it up. I'd love to see you out here. All right, so here we are on the first hand. Look at this. Barney with ace, ace. Curtis, king 2, probably not going to be sticking around. Felipe's 8-5, probably not sticking around. Zeke's even pocket 3 is probably not sticking around here. Barney 3-bets it to 40. Now action on Yan here. And she's got a decision to make. She's got the ace-king suited. If it were me, that money would have already been in the middle. But that's the difference between me and some of these better players. Ace-king, I've actually seen it fold a couple of times pre-flop. Because you don't know what you're running into, and it could be something like Barney's ace-ace right there. And you are in a bad spot with that ace-king. But, hey, Jan's got it suited. It's a possibility she could, run a flush on that board. Bob's 9-4. He realized he stepped in it. Whoops. And here we go, Barney. He's all in. $300 right in the middle. And there's Jan, just calling right away for 211. And she goes ahead and puts him right in the middle there, crossing the line. Barney turns over the aces. Jan gets the bad news. And she is 12% to win this pot here outright. Basically, a flush is really the only way that's going to help her. A couple of chop opportunities, too. Both could, board Broadway. We'll have to see what the run out is. Monica setting everything up. And here we go. We are off to a flop. And that flop is 3, 4, 5, all hearts. The aces now could tie with the ace-king if a 2 comes out. Ooh, another heart. A queen of hearts this time. Yeah, and looking for the 2. And the 2 only to chop the pot. Or a heart. Yeah, actually, that's true. A heart would save her day, too. It's a 5. Pairing the board. And Barney almost doubles up. Plus 249 out of that pot. Not too bad right there. First hand fireworks here on 4th of July. That's what we've got going on. Oh, man. Let us know what your favorite smoked meat is. Old Charlie talking about cooking earlier today really got me hungry. Let me know how you're going to spend the day, how you're going to spend the evening. Got any fireworks planned? And by the way, we thank you for joining us. This is a great 4th of July stream. We're going to be having a good time here. We're going to be watching some poker action. And we're going to be talking about that tournament. You definitely want to get in there. By the way, that 10K tournament is between 2 houses, KoJack's and CCC. So we're going to have a lot of players. 10K tournament. That's going to be awesome. Qualify weekly or direct buy-in. I say qualify. If it were up to me, I say qualify. And we got Megan Menendez here. The tournament is her favorite, so it should be yours too. KoJack's is the best. I agree with you, Megan. Yeah, definitely a great place to play poker. We've got the 1-2 game running right now. We're trying to put together a 5 on the button table, though. Last check, I don't believe we have the 5 on the button table going right now. So if you want to play some poker, get out here, and there's a seat waiting for you. And we've got Yan adding on, getting cards, no chips. Monica is a pro dealer, so she'll be able to keep track of the action if Jan were to call. And here we go, just like that. Brittany delivering some chips. A couple of stacks of reds right there. Should be about 200. And now we've got 2 players running it up. We got Curtis up to 725 and Barney up to 549 right now in a 1-2 game. Again with another decision. 5 on the button. No, 5 on the button. 5 on the button is the game. Too funny. And Monica, yeah, Monica is the biz. Monica knows what she's doing. One of my favorite dealers out here. And we are settling up, getting ready. Yeah, and adding on the chips. And look, a couple of cards to look down to. King, Queen offsuit. Yeah, she's going to throw in a call chip right there. Doesn't look excited, though. After that cooler with the AK versus the aces. That is tough. Adrian just looking. Yeah, Megan only plays 5 on the butt, I guess. Well, they may be doing that at different card rooms. I don't know. We do 5 on the button here. If you are unfamiliar with it, we put the blind on the button. So dealer gets last action in every street on every round. Pre-flop, post-flop, turn and river. Unless there's a straddle, we do allow the straddles. Megan cracking up, looking like she's got a... There you go, Corey Smith in there, getting entertained. 5 on the butt. Too funny. Too funny. We've got a couple of chat pros in there right now. Happy 4th of July to everybody watching. We really appreciate you checking out the stream. I really think this is going to be a great one. We got a full 10-handed table going on right now. And we've already seen the bet go up to, it looks like $12. Couple of callers. We got ace-3 for Basil going in. King-5 for Felipe going in. Jack-10 for Zeke. Bob 7-6 off suited. And Barney 7-5 offsuit. Curtis is Queen-5. I think he ends King-Queen. Is going to be the favorite here. Well, actually, it says Zeke has 21% equity. We'll have to see. Once these 3 cards come out, that's going to change everything. Look at this. Hearts again. 8-9 of hearts this time. With a 6 of diamonds. Felipe now with the flush draw. And Zeke is up and down straight draw right now. Might have to chase off a couple of people trying to make a flush. It's a 4th of July Day miracle. Yeah, happy birthday, America. Yan is the woe man in seat 10 right there. Now, a couple of decisions to be made. How quickly does Basil fold his hand? There you go. Slowly is the answer. Basil always comes prepared with toys. You can see Lou playing with his fidget spinner. And just like that, Zeke calls. And now, there were 4. Off to the turn here. Is it going to be another heart? Oh, it's a diamond. The 9 of diamonds pairing the board. Getting a little tricky. Zeke's still up and down, but his equity actually has dropped off. Now that Barney, his low straight, looks to be the favorite right there. And Bob's holding on, trying to get a 10 or a 5. Barney's already got that straight, so the best Bob can do is get a 6 and get a full house. Zeke does make the call for 35 more. Action on Bob here, thinking about it. Love the glasses on your face and sunglasses on the top of the hat. Look. And now we're down to heads up. Barney with a made straight. Zeke trying to get to a higher straight. And it's a 4 of diamonds. Backdoor flush draw comes in. Barney still bets it. Looks like a solid bet, about 50, 55. Oh, 60. 65. And Zeke now with the decision. Does he believe Barney? Probably. You see him kind of nodding his head a little bit. Yep. Up, up. Pre-fold. Oh, he's looking at it. Ah, is it going to go in? And there it goes. Zeke lets it go with just jack high. Not much of a decision there. Barney could have had many hands. Diamonds could have got there, or, you know, his straight that he actually had. And it looks like we've got, and the Whoa Man right there. Right next to Adrian, who is also right next to Curtis, the big stack. You can see a couple of greenies sitting on top of Curtis's big stack there. A lot of red chips, couple of greens on the table. A lot of white chips. And there you go. We are on to hand number 3. Already seeing a lot of fireworks. Barney getting out ahead of those couple of hands already. 731 in the chip stack now. Curtis at 687. So it looks like the tables have turned a little bit. The new big stack is Barney, who is sitting right next to Curtis. So I guess all the chips are kind of sliding to that part of the table. And hey, we hope you're having a good time. And we hope you come out to that 10K tournament. That is a big deal. 10K guaranteed. And the top 15% from every Sunday qualifier gets a free entry. Plus, all the chips that you get through the qualifier do move on in front of you for the 10K tournament. So that is pretty astounding there. And you can come prepared to the qualifier with a couple of extra chips. If you take part in our promotion, we got a stamp promotion going on. Many, many ways to earn chips then in our stamp promotion. Now Barney with the 5 deuce. This time Curtis with the jack 10. Let's see if these big stacks decide to tango. Barney with the 5 deuce. Nah, he lets it go. Not getting out of line just yet. We're only on hand 3. Ooh, wait a second. Curtis. What is that? 35. Does make the call. And there we go. 2 spades on the flop. Queen 9 deuce. Hitting Curtis. He is up and down. Once again, Adrian holding one of the kings that Curtis needs. Oh, wow. Look at this. Bet and a snap raise. Curtis just bumping it up right to 100 right there. Adrian's going to have to call a big bet if he wants to continue. But there's nothing he can do there. Not with just king high. Aggressive bet. I got to say, I like that. That's how you build up a chip stack right there. And now Curtis back to chip leader at 755. Barney's 729. Just about everybody else holding on right around 200. Basil and Lou kind of on the top end of that. Basil at 286. Lou at 293. Melvin Felipe right at 213. And Zeke a little ahead of that at 216. Bob about 250, Adrian 242, and Jan now down to 186 after her $200 rebuy. But we'll have to see who decides to spin it up even further. There's a lot of money on the table already, especially for a 1-2 game. And that's what I'm talking about with this July 4th action here. Sunday equals the Lord's Day, equals the Lord loves poker, equals play poker. Hey, I can't argue with that logic. That is a absolutely airtight argument. Come on by to KoJack's. Come on, play with us. Sunday is the day. But we are on Thursday. Thursday, July 4th. All right, Lou with the king-queen offsuit. Just decides to make a call. Melvin making a call. Zeke making a call. Bob making a call. There we go. Barney adding on. Trying to bump up that pot there. Raise to 7. Does not look like it's going to eliminate anybody. Cancel. And that flop comes Jack 7-4 with a 10 on the turn. Not going to change too much. Lou now up and down trying to get that Broadway. Barney with the pair of 10s has the highest equity right now. Bob with his pair of 7s, tying Zeke's pair of 7s. Same kicker. Curtis going to get out of there. And look at this, Lou going all in. I like that aggressive play right there. Now Barney going to have the decision here with his second pair, top kicker. He's laughing. There he goes, letting it go. Boo! Barney always smiling. Love to see it. And there you go. Just like that, a whole bunch of chips right to Lou. And he's adding on to his tower right there. Lou, a great player, a great table presence as well. All these players really just great table presence. And there we go. Now Melvin with the ace question. Lou folds. And Melvin with the decision to make. See him sitting back. Now he just makes a call. A smooth call right there, hoping somebody else is going to bet it for him. Adrian makes the call with his ace-5 offsuit. You never know what's going to happen. Oh, he raises to 10. And Basil popping it up. Melvin, this time, the old limp re-raise right there. 3 bets to $25. Looks like he's got 2 callers already. Adrian coming along with the ace-5 offsuit. Maybe a little light. Maybe a little light. There's a pretty good pot already going. $110 in there. So he's near, actually, his equity. Flop is king of hearts, 4 of hearts, and 4 of diamonds. Giving Basil the top pair. No help to Melvin. And Adrian does hold the ace of hearts. Let's see if he decides to turn that into a bluff card at a later street. Probably can't do it now. Ooh, you saw Lou putting the hood on right next to Melvin. Melvin gets away from the ace-queen. A good fold right there. And Curtis is out of there. Adrian decides, no, I'm not going to set up for a bluff. I'll save my spot for a better time. And Basil is $85 richer right there. Pretty big pot. And Superman delivering delivering a chip to the dealer right there. Love to see that. And Megan saying, dang, this game has some crazy action. You ain't lying. I will tell you that. This game has some crazy action. And we're only getting started. We're on hand 6 right now. And, yeah, we're just getting going. We got a lot of action players here. We got a lot of good players here. We got a lot of fun players here. And that about describes the whole table. You know what? And I'll be honest. IMO, in my opinion, yeah, KoJack's is the best. We've got a great room. We've got great players. We've got a great staff. We're just having a good time here, you know. Now Melvin looks down at the ace-10. A downgrade from the ace-queen, but not by too much. Still a pretty playable hand even under the gun. Does he? He does raise to $12. Bob looks like he's coming on with his off-suited connectors there. Lou with the king-jack, the old classic KoJack. And he's going to play in white chips. And here we go, off to a flop. Pot's about half the size of the last one. Still $49 pre-flop. That's what you get when you play 1-2 at KoJack's. 7-7-5, another paired board. Curtis getting, he's got a little bit of help. Bob with a little bit of help from that flop as well, even though nobody pairs. A couple of backdoor outs for Bob and Curtis there. And Lou with the king jack, but Melvin's got the high card, 57%. He lets it go. Does Lou call? Oh, he lets it go. Melvin's hand, the ace 10. And Lou helping him out, moving the action along. You'll love to see it. Now Zeke with the ace here. This time it's suited. Ace 7, or at least I guess the graphics are predicting. Real interesting right there. Felipe under the gun with the 10-7. I'm willing to bet he's going to let it go. I think he's going to let it go. And just like that, on to hand number 7. Lucky number 7. Let's see if this is a big pot. Couple of 7s already on the board. Felipe's 10-7, Zeke's ace 7. Oh. Yep, I was right. Felipe got rid of it. Up. And let's see. Zeke decides he's holding a red chip. He's putting out a couple of whiteys to follow. $7 is the bet. Bob lets it go. Barney in there with the 8-6. Love to see that. A couple of suited gappers right there. Lou with the pocket 4s. Okay. In the small blind. Decides to let him play. Melvin with the suited king. So we are off to an action flop. Going to be hard for this flop to miss all 4 of these players. Let's see what Monica deals out. 6-2-7. And there is a 7 on the flop. Zeke, top pair, top kicker right there. That does beat Lou, but there is a club outside for Melvin, potentially to arrive at a backdoor flush draw. Let's see if he decides to chase it after Zeke bets $20. Barney's doing okay. Got a pair of 6s, a couple of backdoor straight outs. Does decide to chase it. And Lou looking his cards over one more time. That 4 just not good enough, even with that 4 as a kicker. All right. And we are 2-handed to the turn. Heads up, 3 of hearts. That may just shut the action down. Connected in terms of value, numerical value. Bringing home possible straights. Bringing home possible flushes. Zeke has the best hand right now, but I like that bet by Barney. $20. Zeke doesn't like it as much as I do. He decides to come along. He says, you know what, that's a fair price to pay. And, ooh, a 4th heart. Let's see if Barney fires again. If he fires again, that could get rid of Zeke. Unafraid right here. Look at him counting it out. Was that 45? 35. And wow, just like that, before the camera can even flip, Zeke's cards are in the muck already. Barney with a great bluff right there. Unafraid. And Zeke lives to play another hand. Barney now the chip leader again at 753. Curtis second place at 701. So we are seeing a couple of hands here. We're seeing a couple of players. We're seeing a couple of chips moving around. That's what we like to see. And this time, Zeke is under the gun with his predicted 10-4. 152 in his stack. Still dangerous. Still a good, solid couple of big blinds there. Not quite 100. Bob with the 8-4 suited. He calls. Barney with the K9. Whoa, 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 whoa. He decides to raise it up, it looks like. Oh, no, he just calls. Curtis is the one who raises it up to 7. And there we go. Is that a re-raise from Adrian? Yep. 3-bet to 21. Yan coming along. Here we go. Lou, he lets it go. I was hoping he was setting up for something wild. Felipe with the 7-deuce. Now, the 7-deuce game is not on. We do allow players, prop bets or whatever you want. But officially, that is not on right now. If you do come by and you want to play, hey, come by and play. Play the 7 deuce game, play the stand-up game, whatever you got to do. We usually don't do that for the live stream. It's a little difficult for the cameras to accommodate. And Bob's coming along with his 8-4 suited. Love to see that. Barney lets it go with his King-9 offsuit. Curtis can't deny those pot odds. There you go. So that's what happens in a 3-bet pot. You get 4 players to the flop here. That is KoJack's action right there. And that flop, ooh, another heart. This time, King, Jack, 5. 2 clubs for Curtis. 1 king for Yan. It looks like Curtis throwing out a greenie. There you go. Adrian getting away from his 7-6. Yeah, and I think it should continue here. Looks like she's going to... She's cutting out chips. 25 is the bet. And it looks like she's got a little more than 25 in there. Is that 75? Ooh, 65. Good raise right there. And now Curtis with a decision. Does he chase his flush with just 8 high? Great bet by Yan. Really getting him out of the pot. Or maybe not. Maybe Curtis has other plans. He's got plans for flushes. And there we go. Monica dragging in the pot. Pot's right. Dealing out a turn. Here comes. Ooh, it's a jack. Pairing the board. That does help Yan. Ooh, Curtis, a timid check. Very quick motion. And she is all in, trying to win some of those chips back from the first hand when she got coolered with that ace-king suited. Of course, she was against Barney in that hand. Now she's against the other big stack. For $85 more, Curtis has a little less than a 20% chance to win 324, about 4-1. He needs about 5-1 for the pot odds to be correct. And it looks like he's cutting out chips. Wow, he puts them in the middle. Okay, here we go. Monica getting the count. Throwing a couple of extras at him. Pot's right again. Hand number 8. How many all-ins have we seen already? I think it's been like 3 or 4 all-ins in 8 hands. That's 4th of July poker for you. Hey, Sky. Champ, you know what? Champ's probably by a barbecue, if I'm being honest. And the river is a 7 of clubs. Oh, wow. Curtis makes his flush. Yeah, and gets coolered again. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And there you go. All those chips going right to Curtis. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. She's going to be adding on 100%. Here we go. Now, the question is not, will Yan add on? The question is, how much will she add on? Making a little change there. And we are off to hand number 9. Just like that. Pretty quick game. Lots of action here. Now, just to remind everybody, we are doing a $10,000 guaranteed tournament. And this is not your standard 10K tournament. No, no, no. You can qualify weekly, or you can add in your own money. And we're going to be doing a couple of qualifiers. Every Sunday this month, we'll be doing a qualifier. And you can accrue chips for the qualifier with our stamp promotion. Many, many ways to get stamps. You can see that right there on the right-hand side of your your screen there. 5,000 chips just for having an active membership. Just go on, get in there, and get 5,000 chips. We've also got tournament entries, rebuys, add-ons, whatever. You get 1,000 for each of those. We got horse races. We got quads or better. We got first 9 people to show up for a cash game. And every hour of the cash games that you play, we keep track of that, and then we round up to 500 chips. So a lot of ways to add on for the qualifiers, a lot of ways to get free chips, and the qualifiers $35. So you can buy, rebuy. Now, if you decide you don't want to waste your time on the qualifiers, which, I disagree. I don't think it's a waste of time at all. I think it's a fantastic way to spend the day playing poker, and also a fantastic way to get into that $10,000 tournament. You could just enter the tournament right on the day on August 3rd. It's going to be $240 plus the $20 bonus chips. So about $260 that you'll be saving. $225. We'll call it $225 that you'll be saving if you do a qualifier and you bag. And now we've got Barney with the ace-10. Barney pretty dangerous today. Barney's been running up that chip stack. Curtis, that last pot, unbelievable, making a flush. He's going to see how far that Jack-5 takes. I'm trying to win 2 in a row. Love that strategy, by the way. Try to win 2 in a row. And Bob with the King-9 now. The K-9. Got a good couple of different hands. And look at this. Bob is all in pre-flop with just the King-9 offsuit. Barney pitches his cards into the muck. And that's the hand that Bob wants to fold. All the other hands, he's got crushed. Curtis, he looks like he wants to gamble a little bit. He gambled last time. It paid off. Look, look, there he goes. He puts him in. There we go. Boy, talk about an action game right here. Curtis lining him up. There he goes. He puts him in. Does he put him in? Wow, there they are. Right in there. Oh, man. Now Adrian has a decision to make. Is he going to go all in? Is he going to follow? And here we go. Curtis and Bob. Curtis and Bob. Curtis turning over his hand. The Jack-5. Bob shows the King-9, says, I got you. And here we go. All in and call. 425 in the middle. Couple of gamblers here. Love to see it. Love to see it. Here comes that flop. Here comes that flop. Ace, Jack, 4. And just like that, the Jack pulls ahead. Now, Bob does have the King of Spades. Let's see if he can improve on the turn. A 10. Oh, a 9 of spades. Wow. Now, Bob's got 14 outs. A couple of them grayed out because they have been folded already. A king will do it. A 9 will do it. A spade will do it. Ooh, and it's a 4 of clubs. Curtis actually takes it with the Jack-5. Hey, Curtis has got a lucky streak going. I like to see that. There you go. And Bob's probably coming back. He's going to take a walk. He's going to walk it off. Well, hey, Basil, jumping in the chat here. Love to see that. Poker's so sick. You ain't lying right there. That is very true. That hand is a perfect example. King-9 versus Jack-5, and the Jack spiked on the flop. Oh, wait, looks like Bob did take off. We got a new player coming in. We got Robert coming in. Happy 4th of July, Basil. Happy birthday, America. We are having a good time here. Doing this live stream. We having a good time. Let me know. Put in the chat, what is your favorite 4th of July food? You hot dogs? You hamburgers? You like the grilled chicken? You like the wings? You got some kind of family recipe that y'all always make? What are you thinking? Let me know, because I would love to eat some of it. And after you put it in the chat, after you let us know what's your favorite 4th of July food, you got to bring it to KoJack's so that I can try it out. I'll be judging. We'll be doing some food judging. And it looks like Robert coming in for the max at 300. Curtis now up to 1,165. Look at that tower of greens he's got. Good couple of $25 chips. Now, if you're unfamiliar with poker, hey, welcome. Welcome to the game. The white chips are worth $1. The red ones are worth $5. And the greenies are worth $25. Each round, there is a half a blind bet, a small blind for $1, and a full blind bet for $2. And they are right to the left of the button. Whoa, look at this. Lou showing up, showing out. Love to see this. What is that? 75, 85, 93, 98. Big bet. Big bet to 98. See if Melvin hangs on with his pocket sevens. Boy, that would be a race right there. It looks like Melvin does call. He throws them out right there in the middle. Love that chip trick Adrian's got going on there. Or Felipe, sorry. That chip trick Felipe's got going. That's pretty cool. And now Zeke, not much of a decision there with that 4-3. He's only got $1. He is the blind, the half a blind, the small blind. The half a bet. And now Barney letting it go. Curtis, you want to gamble again? Jack 9. That's even better than the Jack 5 you had before. Nah, he's laughing. He's letting it go. He's taking the winnings. And Yan with the ace Jack. Thinking about it. She puts it in. And now we are 3 ways to the flop. Nobody all in just yet. But it looks like Melvin's close. He doesn't have a whole lot of options left on this flop. And let's see what those cards are, what they may be. Whoa, 5-9-6. A gut shot for Melvin. Actually, maybe one of the hands he wants to continue with. Lou looking at the chip stack, counting it out, just thinking he bets 74 and laughing about it. That's too funny. Oh, he bets 59. Oh, man, the move right there. He bets 59. Melvin. Ooh, and Yan folds. Melvin calls. Melvin shoves all in. And now we are 2 ways to the turn. We are heads up. A classic race situation. Melvin actually already way ahead here. 3-1 favorite. Lou needs a king or a queen, and a king or a queen only to save him. Let's see that. Ooh, it's a deuce of diamonds. Let's see that 8 come out on the river. Oh, it's a 4. There you go. Baby straight. 4, 5, 6, 7. I learned how to play Yahtzee recently, and that's a fun game. There you go. Melvin picking up a pot right there. Up to 469 in his stack now. Courtesy of Lou. who is now sitting at 226. Still healthy stacks all around. Of course, the big stack there, Curtis. You see that on the right-hand side of your screen there. Giant mountain of chips right up against the wall. Hey, Lacto, yes, this is 1-2. Hard to believe, isn't it? It's 1-2-15, it seems like. A lot of people opening up $15, $25. Unbelievable. A lot of action here. We're on hand number 11, and we just got done with an all-in hand. I got to say, I want to say it's like 4 or 5 hands that we've seen all in. That's about half of the hands being dealt have gone all in before the river. Unreal. Lots of action out there right now. And now we've got Curtis with the you guess it hand. It could be anything the way Curtis has been playing, but it looks like he raises it up to 9 and 10. Good enough to get Adrian out of there. Good enough to get Jan out of there. Oh, Jan's in there with the ace queen. Yeah, she's not going anywhere. Lou with the 7 deuce. We are not playing the 7 deuce game, but it looks like he makes the call. It's always good for the game when you turn over that bluff. Melvin with the 7-5. Barney with the ace 5. And Curtis, again, could be playing anything. A couple of hands ago, we saw him go in with the jack 5 offsuit and win against Bob's king 9. Pretty wacky game. Now, he's rubbing him. That's not for good luck. That's trying to get him to read those squares in front of the players. Those are the chip, or the card readers, rather. And now the flop is 9-9 jack. That smashes Curtis's range. Lou checks. Melvin checks. Barney checks. And look at this. Curtis putting out a bet. $30. Yeah, he's going to have a hard time calling this one, but does make the call, it looks like, or about to make the call. Or about to make a raise. Wait a second. Pow, with a greenie right in the middle there. Love the style. That is a style right there. 95, raised to 90. And Lou cannot continue with that 7 deuce. He saw Melvin folding. And now Curtis throws it in. Let's see if he can get lucky again. Yan, you know, I don't know what Curtis has, but Yan likely behind. She needs a 10. She did improve. A 10 will bring in a straight for her. She throws in the rest. Curtis, how did I get here? He throws in a call chip. Oh, no, he throws in his 2 cards. He folds. He's out of there. Did not have a 9. Another all-in hand on hand number 11. Didn't get called, but man sure went all in. Unbelievable. Yeah, lots and lots of action. And that's kind of the action you can expect when you play our $10,000 tournament. 10K guaranteed. You can buy in if you want, $200 plus 40, or you can qualify and bring some chips to the table. Love to see that. Easy to play. Could be easy to win, depending on how it goes. $10,000 up top. We're going to be doing that August 3rd and August 4th. So 2-day tournament for that 10K guarantee. And qualifiers every Sunday of this month. Sunday is the Lord's Day. Scroll up and chat a little bit. You see Megan saying, Sunday is the Lord's Day. The Lord loves poker, so come play poker here at KoJack's. Can't find a flaw in that argument. That is solid logic right there. Look at this. Lou all in pre-flop with the king 5. Curtis with the 8-4. Nah, he doesn't do it this time. He shows his cards. He's smiling. That is a $1,000 chip stack smile right there. Love to see it. Now we're on hand number 12. Didn't see an all-in that. Or we did see an all-in technically. Wow, look at this. Lou going all-in blind. Nah, he takes it back. So out of 12 hands, I want to say 8 or 9 of them have been all-in hands. That's what happens on July 4th. And we got Daniela saying happy 4th to KoJack's. Hey, happy 4th right back at you. Hope y'all are having a good time. Love to see the comments in the chat. Keep them coming. And like I said, let me know what your favorite food is to eat on 4th of July. Yeah, you fan of the hot dogs? You fan of the hamburgers? What are you thinking? Chicken? Pork? Ribs? Steaks? The opportunities are endless. And Bryce saying, oh, no. Oh, man. Bryce cheering Basil on. Well, that was a fun day at the table. Every action, every opportunity for anything. We were all saying, oh, no. It was real fun. Now, Robert with the ace-queen. Newish to the table. Lou goes all in for 220 with the 9-8 offsuit. Now, it looks like Robert making the call. There he goes. And Barney has folded already. Curtis has a couple stacks of red ready to go. I wonder if those are going in the middle. It looks like once Tech is the dealer. Once Tech finishes counting them out. Tech, one of my favorite dealers, by the way. Once he finishes counting out the chips, it looks like Curtis is ready to throw them in the middle. He's doing the swirl motion around the giant tower he's got so far. Curtis, kind of a decision. That ace-10 offsuit against a blind hand, not that bad of a spot to be in. Of course, Robert's call may scare you. Adrian with the ace-10 suited, he can't wait to get it in either. He's all in. So here we go, 4-way all in on hand number 13. Oh, man. It's like, it's not even every other hand. It's like 90% of the hands we see all ins. This is a wacky game. I'm having a good time watching. I hope you're having as much fun watching as I'm having fun sitting in the booth here commentating. We're having a great time today. Now, Robert has the highest equity with his ace-queen. But honestly, I think Lou's hand, if you're going to crack something crazy like ace-queen, 2 ace-10s, Lou's hand, not that bad, because if my math is correct, there's only 1 ace left in the deck, and that would definitely help out Robert. But if it comes down to high card, Robert's kicker likely is going to play that queen. You can see the equity really reflecting that too. Curtis at only 6%, Adrian only 11%. And Tech counting out the chips, making sure the pot's right. Before we go to a flop, these 4-way all-ins are pretty wacky. And Lou patiently waiting. All his chips are in the middle. He's just waiting on him to come back. Hard to believe the 9-8 offsuit has about 3 times the equity in this situation as the ace-10 suited. Pretty wacky. Pretty wacky to see. About 5 times the equity of the ace-10 offsuit in this situation. And the Tech taking his time, the dealer taking his time, counting out the chips, making sure everything's right. Look at that giant main pot, though. Huge main pot. It's about $800-900 in that main pot. So whoever takes this is going to be the new chip champion. Curtis still has a pretty fair amount behind. Looking about $300-400 behind. $600-700 behind. Should be. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, about $600-700 behind. There we go. 4 players all in, 3 pots. We are going to turn them up. Robert shows the ace queen pretty proudly. Lou, you can see his hands over his cards. Too funny. He's going to turn over one of them. And it looks like he's going to turn over the other one. When the time is right, he'll turn over the... now the time is right. All right, here we go. Players standing up out of their seats. Hand number 13. Lucky number 13. Ooh, the flop is all diamonds. Lou doesn't want another diamond. Oh, there's a 10. Robert way ahead with his pair of queens, and it's an 8. And just like that, Robert takes everything. The side pots, though, may go to Curtis here. Too many pots for me to keep track of. I'm just talking about cards over here. And there you go. Robert, I think he's the big stack now. I think he wins the most chips. He's at 996 at the end of that hand. 996. Curtis takes a hit down to 759, but still right around where Barney's stack is, 725. And Lou's going to add on for another 300. Adrian does the same. And there you go. You can see Robert having a good old time there, stacking up the chips. Lou with his pocket 3s on this hand. Let's see if he decides to go all in again, blind. Basil with the 9-10 offsuit this time. Does he shove? That's going to be the name of the game. We ought to call it, Does He Shove? Too good. Unbelievable. We're on hand 14, and I want to say there's been 10 or 11 all-ins. Just the last hand. 4-way all-in pre-flop. And that's a good game right there. You sit down, you see something going on like that, you know you're having a good time. And now Lou is all in pre-flop with his pocket 3s. Felipe looks like he's out of the way. Zeke making the call. Oh, man, and look at this. Robert in the right spot at the right time. Pocket kings ready to win some more chips here. Zeke does go all in to call for ace-4. Call with his ace-4. Now Barney thinking about it with the ace-queen. Offsuit, the ace-quisha. No, he lets it go. Unbelievable he lets it go. And now Curtis with the 10-7. He's been gambling all day. Let's see if he throws a couple more chips in the pot. He does. Oh, man, you love to see it. And look at this. Adrian, King Jack, suited, the KoJack, all in. Down with the pair of 6s. Let's see if she can get out of there. Can she find a fold? Everybody way behind Robert's kings right now. But we'll have to see. And here we go. Can she find the fold? She's thinking about it. Pocket 6s against a blind hand and 3 callers. She does let it go. And now what is this? We're 5 ways all in again? Unreal kind of day. Hey, it's July 4th. Everybody's celebrating. Everybody's having a good time. We're about to watch some fireworks, though, in this game. Tech, the dealer, counting out the chips, making everything right. And while he does that, let's talk about that 10K again. That 10K tournament, you can get free chips for the weekly qualifier. If you have an active membership, you just get 5,000 chips right there for free. And the qualifier, by the way, to jump in, $25 plus the $10 bonus. So $35 will get you in, and you'll get 5,000 chips if you have an active membership, which you need anyway to play. Plus, any entry that you do, any tournament entry, any rebuy, any add-on, you get 1,000 chips per each action. And if you're one of the first 9 tournament entries, you get a free 1,000 chips. So if you show up just a little bit early for the Sunday qualifier, chances are pretty good you'll get one of the first 9 seats, and you'll get a free 1,000 chips right then and there. Of course, we do horse races at the cash tables, 6, 9, and 12. We'll do just a race to see who gets the highest hand. Quads are better, 1,000 chips. You get a straight flush, you get a free 1,000 chips for the qualifier. And if you're one of the first 9 players for a cash game, you get a free 1,000 chips. And then we'll keep track how many hours you play throughout the week, and we'll give you 500 chips per hour. So a great way to spend a Sunday. Jump on in. These qualifiers are not very expensive. You want to test out your poker skills with the possibility of winning a seat at the main $10,000 game? I say go for it. And, of course, we're going to be doing this not only at KoJack's Club, but we're also going to be doing this at Celebrity Card Club, our sister poker house in Odessa. So you can qualify either way. We're running the same promotion in both clubs. And both clubs will get you potentially a seat at the $10,000 guaranteed game. And here we go. The pots are wacky right now. Couple of side pots once again. We're going 5 ways to the flop. Now, there is action behind this time. Robert with some chips. You can see a good couple hundred there sitting to Robert's right. Those are all his chips. And Curtis still has some chips. So we could see yet another side pot going on here. And we are just about off to the flop. Here we go. 8, queen, 5. No diamonds. I wonder if Barney's kicking himself. The players haven't turned over their hands just yet. So he sees that queen. He might be thinking, man, I would have flopped top. Little does he know, he would be behind Robert's king. And Robert, look at this, just all in. Putting Curtis to the ultimate test. Did you hit or no? And Curtis, I like to call this hand double guttered for a backdoor straight. A 6 or a 9 would improve him to a straight draw. It looks like he's thinking about it. Not much of a decision here, if you ask me. This is probably a get-out-of-the-way type situation, but that $2,000 pot in the middle, that's tough. That does make it a little more difficult. $450 to win potentially $2,000. Should be about $2,600 if you count in Curtis's chips. And he lets it go. So Robert takes his bet back. And now, no more action. We're still 4 ways all in right now. It looks like a little... Looks like players trying to organize who gets what pot. And it seems like Tech has a good handle on it. This dealer here, one of my favorite dealers. Basil taking the time to extend a shout out to his family. Hey, Basil's family, happy 4th of July from us here at KoJack's also. And George of the Jungle in the house. That's me. Sticking with the name. Having a good time here. And here we go. Robert turns over his cards. Everybody, I think, breathes a sigh there. Oh, a 3 of spades. Nobody holding spades. And the last card, the river, is a 7. And Lou's 3 of spades is going to take the main pot. Good $1,000 chip up right there. Just making a set. That's all it takes. And then this side pot here goes to Lou also. Unbelievable. Good way to start the day, huh, Lou? Now up to 1,351. The biggest stack at the table. Cracking Robert's kings. What are you supposed to do in that situation? You got kings, you got an all-in blind hand? Yeah, of course you go for it. But here's the other question. What are you supposed to do when you have pocket 3s, you're all in, your opponent turns over pocket kings? Easy. Just make a set. Just get a 3 on the turn. Basil saying, oh, no. You ain't wrong, Basil. Now Lou building the Tower of Power right there. Let's see how tall. I think he's gonna separate the chips, red and white ones. Lou. Lou throwing chips across the table and cracking up while he does it. That's what happens when you get it in pocket 3s and you quadruple or quintuple up. He started with 3. Yeah, quadruple up. He's going to have to make a spot to read the cards. Oh, man, this is a fun game to watch. Yeah, he does decide to let it go. Not going all in blind this time. Now, Felipe with the 5-4 does make a call. Zeke with the 8-9 suited, raising it up. I like that raise. Curtis, Jack 2, does make the call. He's still gambling. Basil with the 10 deuce. I'm sure lets it go. And now we are 3 ways to the flop. No all-ins yet, but I may hold my breath to see what comes up. Zeke pairs his 9. That ace on the board, though, could have hit. Small pre-flop raise. Zeke decides to bet it. Kind of a probe bet. Wins a small pot. No all-ins on that hand. That's the first one in about 5 or 6 hands. Maybe even more than that. 7 or 8, 9 hands. Now, we haven't seen an all-in. Lou's still stacking his chips. Okay, I was wrong. I thought he was going to build one tall tower out of his reds and out of his whites. Looks like we're doing a little stair-step action here. Melvin taking in the comedy here. He's got the Jack 8. Now it's Felipe's turn for Big Slick with the Ace-King offsuit. He is in the +1 position. Good hand to have no matter where you're sitting at the table relative to the button. And Felipe throws in a raise. Looks like, yeah, 15. And Barney with his suited ace-deuce, trying to make the steel wheel and get an extra 1,000 chips. Time you get quads or better, you get 1,000 chips on your stamp card. And Barney going to make the call. Curtis not going anywhere. ATC, and the C stands for Curtis. Curtis with the Queen 9 suited. Maybe top of his range so far today. Adrian with the 7-6 comes along. Yan with the 7-7 raises it up to 50. Love that. Felipe all in for 200. Here we go. Now we're back at it. This is the way the game has been going so far. Yeah, and just running into another spot here. If everybody else folds, she'll be slightly ahead of the ace-king. But it is the classic coin flip situation. 2 overcards versus an under pair. And Barney letting it go, folding one of Felipe's aces that he would need on the board. Curtis gambling it up. Love to see that. He throws in the chips without even a second thought, but he does wear the smile the entire time. Adrian with the 7-6. Even 4 ways. That 7-6 suited. Oh, is he? He's putting them in. Wow, he's putting them in. And welcome to KoJack's Poker. Here we go. We are once again all in at least 3 ways. Yan's decision. Does she go all in too with her pocket 7s? Technically with the best hand. There you go. Right in there. Now she's the only one with a made hand so far. But of course that is about to change on the flop. And Basil holding up his fidget spinner. And here we go. We're going 4 ways all in once again. And Curtis needs 100 more to contribute to the pot. And yeah, needs to throw in her last 26 chips. Hard to fold now when you only got 26 behind. And there we go. And Tech making it right again. So that means we got a little time to talk about that $10,000 tournament. Guaranteed $10K up top. You can directly buy in for $200 plus the $40 add-on on Saturday, August 3rd. And if you are one of the 18 left or we make it to a final table on the 3rd, then you'll be able to play in the Sunday final $10,000 guaranteed tournament on August 4th at 3 p.m. Any qualifying stacks that you have, you bring with you. So let's say you play in the qualifier, which we have every Sunday. Make sure that you take all your chips with you because you're going to be able to take them to the table for the game on Saturday. So let's say you bag 100,000 chips each time. That's 400K in chips that you're bringing with you. That ain't bad right there. And here we go. We got Tech stacking up more chips all in. Tons and tons. And here we go. Another all-in situation. Another all-in situation. Another all-in situation. And one more all-in situation, and that's just this hand. 4 ways, all in. The flop, Queen 3-9. Curtis just flopping 2 pair. This guy can't be beat. Look at this, a 10 of hearts. And one more heart will give it to Felipe, but, ooh, it's a 6 of clubs. Curtis with his 2 pair is going to take it. Look at him doing a dance right there. Look at him doing the dance. And he had so much up top that he takes all of them. All right, here we go. Lou now with the kings going all in for 1,348. Adrian with the queens. Oh, you hate to see it. And Curtis, you doing this again? He's giving that look. Adrian all in. And Basil, I think he's out of there. If I know anything about Basil, I know he's out of there. Oh, man. And here we go. Lou showing off the kings proudly. Adrian tossing in the queens. This is a wild game here. Not only are we seeing all-ins almost every single hand, but we're also seeing just massive, massive hands. The kings versus the queens. And what do you do when you have queens and it's all in every hand? Of course you're going to shove. And here we go. Flop 3, 4, 3. No help to Adrian. There is one queen left in the deck, and he is not holding hearts. Oh, it's a jack. And just like that, Lou chips up even more. Pow. Hand number 18 down. Let's see if Adrian adds on again. This game is getting huge. Lou up to $1,670. Curtis still over 1,000. And this is a 1-2 game. Jan up to 514. And it looks like I see a couple of bills on the table. It looks like Adrian is going to be adding on for another 300. And the VPIPs really don't tell the whole story. Curtis at 88% VPIP. Hard to imagine he's folded anything so far. But he's won a lot of his wild all-ins. Today's a good day for gambling Curtis. And there you go. And Barney's out. Curtis, he's in. Adrian, not in yet. There you go. Jan raising it up to 20 right there. Basil out. Lou has a wall of red chips. 1,670 total to be exact. Pretty ridiculous to see that. We might have to pull out some color up chips here in a second. And Barney, I can't see going anywhere. Now, I don't know what anyone has. But he does raise it up to, looks like 100 right there. And Jan making the call. We got we got a guest in the box here in the booth. She's about to jump on here with me. Right here. There's Lauren. What's up? So we got special guest Lauren here. Now that she's been on camera, she has to put on the microphone and talk with me for just a second. Lauren, happy 4th of July. How you feeling today?
Pretty good.
Good. Glad to hear from you. We have been watching so many all-ins so far. This game has been absolutely crazy.
Insane.
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 Hard to imagine a crazier game.
Yeah.
Now, right now, the graphics are not exactly working. So we've got Felipe in the hand. We've got Curtis with probably any two cards and Jan in the hand. The flop was king high. I think it was king 8-7. Is that what it was? We'll see in a second. Now, the question is, we're going to have to guess who's got what hand.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
So Jan throws out a bet. Curtis calls. Felipe thinking about it. Now, he's been playing pretty well so far today. Got a couple of action gamblers. You can see Lou's chip stack. 1,600. in a 1-2 game.
That's insanity. Pure insanity.
Pure insanity. And it looks like Felipe's counting out some chips 10 at a time.
Gonna call.
He puts them in.
There's Curtis.
And there's Curtis. Now, Curtis could have literally anything.
Yeah.
He's been winning all of his gambles so far today. It's been pretty nuts.
Yeah.
Jack 5 offsuit. Just takes it. Just beats King 9.
Queen 9.
Yeah. Here we go. Oh, King 8-3 with an ace on the turn. Felipe checks it. Now, Curtis could have any part of that. What part do you think he's got?
The small part?
The small part? Yeah, probably the
Like a
3.
3.
Yeah, that makes
I mean,
sense.
3-8. He probably has 3-8. They're probably not even suited.
The way he's been running,
That's
yeah.
what, I mean, he's.
I
You
would.
get it. You get it.
That's true. I wouldn't put it past him. Look at this. This
Oh, and he
small
bets
bet.
it. What's he bet?
150. Small
Just-
bet.
Just a little.
Just a little
Just a
150.
little pot builder.
Now keep in mind the max buy at a 1-2 game is 300.
Right.
So he's doing just a half a buy-in.
Just half.
Pow. Look at that.
It was enough.
And it was enough to get Melvin out of there, but it doesn't look like it's enough to get Felipe out of there.
Oh, all in.
He's all in. Here we go. This is the 8th hand in a row, I think, that we've seen all ins.
Oh, Jesus.
Out of 18 hands, I want to say it's been like 15 that we've seen all ins. And look at this. Felipe turns over his cards. I see paint.
Yeah.
Hard to make out exactly what they are. And oh, there's the fist bump of victory right there. Pow, fist bumps all around. Curtis still above starting stack though. I think at the end of this hand he'll be down to about 700. Tech with the hat and the headset, making it look good. Getting the pot right. And dragging it over to Felipe. There you go. There it is. Just a several red chips, I would say. And now Felipe went from 300 in his stack at the start of this hand to a lot. I don't know. The chip count says 296, but that is not right. We are
That
still.
was at the start of the hand, so.
Yeah,
I was
but
gonna say,
we definitely know he's got more than that. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 600. Plus a little black chip. I see a black chip in there. So we're talking favorite food for 4th of July. You into the hot dogs? You into the hamburgers? What are you thinking?
hot dogs probably are my favorite food.
Hot dogs are better than hamburgers?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. Me, I go for the grilled chicken. I go for the dark meat,
What?
grilled chicken.
Grilled chicken?
I get messy with it.
No.
All over my hands, all over my face.
I guess that's the only way to eat grilled chicken.
You have to. With the bones in.
Ew.
Barbecue sauce.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, man. Write us in what your favorite is. Do you like hot dogs like Lauren, or do you like grilled chicken like Chase? Or, sorry, George of the Jungle. And it looks like we've got a second here. Let's talk about that $10,000 tournament. Are you excited about this, Lauren?
Yeah, really excited.
$10,000 guaranteed tournament. So let me tell you about it, okay?
Okay.
We're doing qualifiers every Sunday for the rest of the month. You can qualify weekly. How much do you think the buy-in is for a qualifier on this? I'll tell you, $35. That's it. $35, and we're running a stamp promotion. There are many ways to get free chips for the qualifier. If you have an active membership, that's 5,000 chips right there. Easy. Just take them to the table. Any tournament entry or rebuy or add-on, you get another stamp for 1,000 chips.
Okay.
Boom. Easy. Just do that a couple times. You get 10K chips for free, plus the membership. If you're one of the first 9 entries, you get 1,000 chips. We're going to be doing horse races at 6, 9, and midnight. If you get quads or better, awesome. 1,000 chips. Boom. Right there. And if you're one of the first 9 to sit down at the cash game, that's 1,000 chips too. And every hour that you play, we'll have a spreadsheet going. We'll be able to calculate it. 500 chips per hour. Pretty
Okay,
sweet.
That's a pretty good deal.
That's a pretty good deal. And you know the best part about it is when you qualify, when you win the qualifier, and you sit down for that 10K guaranteed tournament, you can take all the chips with you. Every chip, every time you bag a qualifier, you get to bring them with you to the $10,000.
And so you can bag in each
Qualifier.
every Sunday.
If you play like me, you're not going to bag. You play like Lauren, you'll probably bag 2 or even 3 of them. And you can add all the bags together and sit down with it.
Nice.
I think that's pretty good.
It's a pretty good deal, I think.
I think it's a pretty good deal. Now, if you don't want to do the qualifiers, you can just straight away enter on August 3rd. That's when we're having our first day of the 10,000 guaranteed tournament. $240 entry and a $20 bonus chip add-on, so $260. By my math, you're saving about $235 if you just jump into the qualifier. For $35, you bag, you're ready to go. Easy.
So every Sunday you can just buy into the
Qualifier.
qualifier.
Yeah,
For $35.
for $35.
And what's the starting stack?
You start out with some chips, and that's going to depend on how many stamps you get.
Oh, okay. Nice.
So you could start out with 300,000, depending on how you play your cards. You just hit quads or better every day of the week, and then you show up
nice.
with a
Quads
couple
are-
extra thousand chips.
Just quads are better.
Yeah, just
Don't
quads
worry
are
about
better.
it. You can do it.
Easy. Play all pocket pairs. That's how you do that. And it looks like this may have been the hand we were having a little graphics trouble on. And so Lauren and I are going to talk about food again. Hot dogs. She doesn't like condiments on her hot dogs. I can tell by looking at her. Oh, she loves condiments on her hot dogs. I got it wrong. I said the wrong thing. What do you do? Relish? Mustard?
Mustard, mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise on the hot dog?
Yeah.
That's weird.
That's not weird.
It's good, probably. It's probably pretty good.
I don't like ketchup, so I don't do ketchup. But I
Okay,
like
you do the
cheese
mayonnaise
and
instead.
onions and ranch-style beans are the best.
Cheese and beans. Okay. All right, everybody. We're going to Lauren's for a hot dogs. She's going to fire up the grill here shortly, and we'll head that way. Or you can head on down to KoJack's. Come play some poker with us. How many tables do we have going? We just have the live game? We have another? It's 5 on the button?
There's another 5 on the button.
Nice. Nice. How many? We got seats open?
There's a couple seats
There's a
open.
couple seats open. So if you're listening, you got the itch. You got to win some pots. You feeling like Curtis? You know, you want to just throw it in with Jack 5 offsuit? Come by and check it out. We got a seat with your name on it. Or maybe you want to play like Lou. Just go all in blind.
Oh,
8-9 offsuit. Whatever it takes. Or you want to play like, maybe you want to do a little Barney and play tight, play real poker. Come by. We can accommodate all that. But definitely come by on Sunday. We got the qualifier going on. That's going to be a lot of fun. Whether you win or not, the qualifier, I say have a great time doing it. And if you don't win, you do want to jump into that $10,000 guaranteed tournament, you can just directly buy in for $240. Easy. It's a pretty good value, if you ask me, for a $10,000 guarantee. That is not bad. Now, we were having a little trouble with the graphics on this one. This is a tens hand. You can see old Adrian there getting ready to throw some chips in. All right, what's your favorite hand, Lauren? I saw you tear it up on the bomb pot tournament earlier.
So I don't have one.
You could have gone with the easy answer, aces, pocket aces.
I don't have one. I think I haven't played enough.
Ah, that's
I
what it
literally
is.
haven't
Yeah.
played enough to have like, oh, this one, it gets me every time. No,
No,
not there yet.
that's okay. We'll get there.
Super new to poker.
Yeah, super new, but did win the bomb pot. Was that last week or the week before that?
Last week.
It was last week. Took the bomb pot tournament by storm. If you haven't played that, that was one of our promotions we were doing in June. We've got a whole new list on for July, and we've got a lot going on. We are doing bomb pot tournaments for July every Wednesday. You'll probably see Lauren there at 6 p.m. You got some tough competition, though. I got to say, Lauren, you got some tough competition. I might be there to play the next one. I'm not good at bomb pots, but you know, I'll see what I can do. I want to dethrone the champion. So we got another one of those coming up on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Of course, live stream games every Thursday, the 1-2. at 6 p.m., and we've got that going on right now. Thanks for watching. And on Tuesday, double-hour cash stamps. You get cash stamps, but also the hourly rate for the 5 on the Button games, I believe, is half. So that's pretty cool.
Didn't know that.
That's
Good
pretty
to
cool.
know. That's good to know.
Pretty good. And now we are on to a hand. We saw the board. Pretty big pot in the middle, but no all-ins just yet. So why even waste time with the graphics? That's what I'm trying to say. If there's no all-ins, there's no drama. That's how I feel about it. All right. Well, Lauren, it was good having you in the box. Thanks for coming in the booth. What do we call this? The studio?
Studio?
The stage?
No.
Not the stage. People get stage
You call
fright.
you can call it the booth or your little studio.
Your little studio. Okay. Well, thanks for coming to your little studio. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Happy 4th of July to everybody watching, and to you, of course, Lauren. Enjoy the hot dogs. And there you go. Just like that. She is out of there. And we are watching some exciting poker action. The graphics are going to take a second to catch up here. But the way these hands have been going, we may only miss out on 1 or 2 hands just because everybody is all in all the time. It actually looks like that streak has kind of died down. That all-in streak has taken a break. And we are rounding out to 8 o'clock. Should be going for about another half hour or so here. And it looks like Curtis raising it up to 15. Jan going to call. Basil makes the call, and so does Lou. And here we go. We're going off to hand number 20. Let's see how many players go all in on this one. What's the over-under here? What are we thinking? Over-under on, what, 10 hands? 20 hands? How many is it going to take before we get another all-in? 4 ways. I'm going to say I'm going to set the over-under at 5. Oh, speaking of 5, there we go. Ace 5-5 on the flop. And Robert checking it to Jan, who bets 30. Basil removing the Superman. You know it's serious when that happens. Pooh, there you go, 30 right in the middle. And Lou raising it up. 100. 100 is the bet. Robert makes the snap call, all greenies all the time. Curtis throws in his cards. Yeah, it looks like Jan making a decision here. She throws in $100 too. And Basil. Red, white, and Basil today. I like that. He throws in $100 too. This could be the hand. Over under on 5 hands. We got 4 players. What's it going to take to get them all in? Is it the deuce of hearts? Is that what it's going to take? Another red card here. And another, whoa. Looks like 250 maybe. That may be for Jan's, the rest of her stack. Oh, she doesn't like the way it looks. Thinking about it. Tough decision. And the question is, what is she going to do? Now, she could have a piece of this board here. Maybe backdoor flush draw. We saw the heart come in, so there's 2 possible flush draws. She might be thinking about a straight draw. Low cards on the board. And Robert's been playing pretty snug this whole time. He's just been getting smacked with the deck, getting kings in good spots, ace queen in good spots. And let's see, does she decide to make the call here against a fairly snug player? Robert, yeah, is up. Robert is motionless. But that's going to be enough to get Jan in. Basil asking for a count. It should be a significant portion of Basil's stack here. Looks like he's got just over 200. 229 is what my graphics show. And Lou's showing off his hand to Melvin sitting next to him. Basil thinking about it just as hard as Jan was thinking about it. And it should be for just about all the rest of the bones. The bones are the dollars. He's thinking about it. Does he slide him in? He's got the slide motion locked and loaded, ready to go. Counting on your fingers. That does help sometimes with the math. And there you go. Basil is in. This could be the hand. Another 4-way all in. Now, yeah, Robert already put his chips in the middle. I didn't see if Lou folded or not. This is a wild game. Thanks for watching, everybody, on July 4th. Hey, Frank, yeah, you're right. We got the graphics coming back. Ran into a small problem here, but I think we've got it sorted out. And they should be back here, I believe, on the next hand. Yeah, it's tough playing this guessing game here. I'm sure you watching probably better at guessing than I am. But I will add what I can. And there we go. Are we 3 all in? It looks like we're 3 all in. So the bet still stands. We haven't made another 4-way all in. Oh, wait, Lou does. Lou throws in his card. Oh, no, those are Basil's cards. So we are 3 ways all in. And Basil's asking to run it twice. And it looks like the negotiations are going well. And here we go. The river is a 4 of diamonds. Basil hits his flush. And there goes some chips to Robert. A little bit of a rebate. And the fist bump of victory. Basil chipping up. Now 1177. Unbelievable. And it looks like Jan taking off, but maybe back. Unfortunately, Jan just ran into it. Every spot that she got it in, she was either good or ahead, but the cards played otherwise. Cards went in a different direction. And now Basil stacking up chips. We got a lot of money on the table, especially for a 1-2 game. About 4,000 in chips. Somewhere thereabouts between 9 players now. Boom, hand 21. And we went 3 ways all in on the last hand. And it looks like we may go a good couple of ways all in on the next hand. And so we are coming up on some of the last hands here. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you. We'd love doing these live streams, especially on July 4th. Hope y'all are having a good time watching the fireworks here. And by fireworks, I don't mean those things in the sky. I'm talking the poker game. This is wild. And here we go. Another $15 pre-flop bet. Barney out. Curtis out. And here we go, another pot. Building in the middle. The river's a jack of hearts. Ace, jack, 9, 4. And one other card. A little quick for me. Yeah, Frank, you are right. We need the graphics back. Robert thrown out a bet. And Zeke, a very solid player. Looking a little short in chips, along with Melvin. Looking a little short in chips right now. You can see where the chips have accumulated. Lou, Felipe, Basil, Curtis, all monster stacks. And there you go. Now we should have the graphics back, I believe, on this hand. This should be the one. Now that Robert's stacking up a couple more chips. Chips getting slid his way. Tech, one of my favorite dealers with that red hat. Very patriotic today. You know what I like is I've got a pair of American flag swim trunks. You show up to a barbecue in that, you are good to go. Can you tell I'm a little bit hungry? Talking about food this whole time? Talking about cards this whole time? Talking about that $10,000 guaranteed tournament this whole time? That is going to be a fun game. There we go. A bet of 17, sir. Kurt is coming along. Adrian looking like he's in there. Melvin is thinking about it. And it looks like, ooh, Melvin is all in it. Here we go. Another all-in hand. Queen 9 for Melvin. Zeke got the Queen 8, but Barney with the aces. And Melvin runs into it. Curtis with the pocket deuces. Deuces never loses. That is true. And Barney throws in one chip as a call. Shayin all in. What else are you going to do? Look at him smiling, laughing about it. And Curtis thinking about it. He's got a pocket pair. He has gotten it all in with much, much less than that. But I think this time, it looks like he wants to let it go, and he does. He gets it out of there. So no four-way all in, but we are two ways all in. Melvin with the Queen 9. Not in for 278. Looks like about 40, 57, 57, 58, something like that. Or 78. And there we go. Let's see if Melvin's Queen 9 offsuit can crack Barney's aces. Ooh, 7-8. Jack improves. Melvin has a gutter ball. 4 outs. Does he hit a 10? No, he hits a 9. And Barney scoops that one. Barney not quite the big stack, but up near $1,000. Boom. Hand number 22. Another all in. I want to say like 95% of these hands have been all in hands. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Now, if you want to get all in on a $10,000 guaranteed tournament, I say jump on it. We're going to be doing qualifiers every Sunday this month. So jump on in every Sunday this month. $35 will get you into the qualifier. And then if you win the qualifier, whatever you bag, you get to take with you to the $10,000 tournament. That's going to be on August 3rd. If you don't qualify, if you don't bag in the qualifiers, that's okay too. You can jump right on in for $240 for the entry for the $10,000 tournament. So we got a tournament running. We're going to be running satellites to get into that tournament. You can either buy in directly or play on Sunday. Play one of those tournaments. Play one of our qualifier tournaments on Sunday. Lou got the ace-8 suited. Is a family pot here? Looks like almost everybody's in. Robert, the one exception. 5, 3, 6, 1 club for Lou with his nut flush draw. Backdoor nut flush draw. Looks like Barney actually up and down has the best equity, even though Melvin has a pair of 3s. And Felipe with the ace-4. Barney's up and down to the highest straight. And a couple of bets, a couple of calls. Just leaves 6 players. The turn a 10. gives Basil top pair. And just like that, you see the equity shift. Barney no longer ahead. Now Lou gets out of there. Felipe counting out calling chips. Jumps in with his ace high. And Barney up and down. Looking like he's making a call. Get rid of some of the white ones. There we go. Curtis getting rid of one of the green ones. And to the river. Is it a 4? No, it's a deuce. Felipe makes his wheel. Well, a 6 high straight. And the wheel, of course. And Felipe with the best hand. Basil bets 50. Let's see if Felipe comes in over the top. No, he just throws in some calling chips. Barney missing his straight. Gets out of there. Curtis with the king 7. Gets out of there too. And Felipe is going to take this pot down. Not an all-in pot. Now, most poker games, all-ins are the rare thing. How many all-in hands did you have during your session? Here, it's how many all-in hands did you not have? How many hands did not go all-in? And that was one of the few hands that we've seen that was not all-in. Now Felipe with the 8 deuce of hearts. Melvin with the 10-6. He's probably going to let that go. Yeah, he was out of there. And Felipe with the 8 deuce. Probably going to be staying out of there. No, he does decide to call 2. He won that big pot last hand. Let's see if he can go for a twofer. And Zeke's in there with the queen jack suited. Robert the ace 6 suited. Barney, Charlie's favorite hand, the 5-3, does let it go. Adrian not playing along with the 7 deuce. And Basil with the 6-4. I see Jan guest now. Switching sides of the table. Hanging out by Lou. And Basil with the 6-4 suited. Little suited one gapper there. Does make the call. And Lou's in there with his ace 9 offsuit. And we are off to the flop 6 ways. I call that West Texas heads up. We got a king on board, and we've got 2 diamonds on board. Zeke looking like he's got the best of it. Though not the best hand right now, he does have a lot of outs, a lot of ways to improve. Namely, making a diamond. He's going to go out and bet 25. Robert thinking about it. Throws out 25 more dollars. Curtis has been riding that roller coaster, though, all day today. He's got a couple of black chips, almost a whole stack of greens. He is well up and above what he bought in for, at least in this session. Basil gets out of there. A couple of folds, and we are left with 2 players. A 3 comes off for the turn. Zeke still with a lot of equity, but Robert with his pair of 6s has the best hand right now. Probably doesn't know it. It's what we call bluffing with the best hand. Nope, never mind. That's called checking with the best hand. And the river is an ace, sealing it up for Robert. It's going to shut everybody down. Oh, it's not. Zeke all in. And Robert's 2-pair on a paired board makes the call. Zeke just happens to run a good bluff at the wrong time. Yeah, you can't get away from that 2-pair in that situation. That ace-6, that's real tough to fold. I'm sure if Zeke knew what he was up against, he probably would have done that differently. All right. And we are winding down here on the 4th of July. Got about 15 minutes more on the stream. I hope you've had a good time with us. I certainly have had a good time here. Thanks for everybody in the chat, leaving chats. And I hope to see everybody on Sunday. Hopefully have a good turnout for the qualifier for the $10,000 guaranteed tournament that will be running in August. On August 3rd is day 1. August 4th is day 2. And again, running qualifiers every Sunday this month. By my math, that is 4 qualifying events. Any chips you win, you get to take with you to the $10,000 guaranteed tournament. Talk about having a leg up. Now, you could also just buy in straight away. $240 will get you there for the tournament. But why not do the qualifiers? Have a good time qualifying. That's what I say. Now we got Corey dealing. Corey in the house. One of my favorite dealers. It looks like we've got 27 is the bet. If I had to guess, based on the chips that are out in front. Whoa, wait, way more than that. And there you go. We got Felipe getting out of there, bagging up his chip stack. Melvin now all in with his ace-3. Curtis with the jacks. Boy, Curtis gets some good hands in some good spots so far tonight. Man. Now we've got our all-in hand. So far, one-way all-in so far. Lou with the king-7. Board is 10, 6, 5, 2 clubs. Melvin holding on to that club flush draw. The backdoor club flush draw. Curtis with the jacks. Still ahead right now. Lou all in. Or no, sorry. Melvin all in. There's the king of clubs. Oh, and there's the deuce sealing it up for Curtis. Another $182 richer out of that $270 pot. Boom. Hand number 25. Hard to believe we got through 25 hands in the couple hours that we've been with you. But that's what happens when you get 4 5-way all-ins almost every time. You got a couple open seats to show for it. Jan first out of there. And we saw Felipe and Zeke get out of there. Now it looks like Curtis is out. Or sorry, Melvin is out. And we are winding down. Happy July 4th, everybody. Got a couple minutes left here before we do the last hand. It's been a great time. I hope y'all had fun. Hope y'all had as much fun as I did. July 4th. Hope y'all are eating some good food. Hope y'all are ready to enjoy America's birthday, and I hope y'all are ready for that qualifier on Sunday. That's going to be a good game. And now we got Barney in there with the 6-5 suited. 2 to call. Throws out 2. Curtis throws out 2. It looks like a big raise from somewhere. About $100. Yeah, Lou bets about $100 right in the middle. Curtis feeling splashy. Does call, and he is dominated by Lou's King 4. But only just. 7-7-8, leading to a lot of chopportunities. Both Lou's and Curtis's kickers are below the board. And Curtis throws it in the middle. Lou takes it down and throws the King 4 out, shows him this is what beat you. And Lou's aggression does win the pot. Love to see it. Well, happy 4th of July, everybody. Let's go in on this. We got Corey in the house. We got Corey, one of my favorite dealers, who is actually dealing right now on the stream. Of course, we run on a delay, to protect the integrity of the game and whatnot.
What's going on, everybody?
Corey, what'd you think about this game? Wild, wild stuff.
Yeah, I just got to watch it earlier when I was dealing the other table, and it was 1-2-300.
Yeah, just about 1-2-300. We had more all-in hands than I've ever seen in my entire life.
Well, it is 4th of July, so the fireworks were going off for sure in here.
That's what I was saying, yeah. We got 4th of July fireworks outside. We got them inside. We got poker happening. What do you think about that $10,000 guaranteed tournament that we got going on in August? It's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, it should be a fun one.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Looks like Basil's looking forward to taking down this pot here with his ace-king top. And he sure does. Throws out a bet and a take. $60 pot.
$60 pot, yeah.
Not too bad for a 1-2 game, but real small compared to today.
Yeah, compared to earlier when I got there, everybody had left. The action kind of slowed down just a little bit when I got there.
Yep. Yeah, it looks like a couple of empty seats. A couple of dealers dealing heat earlier. Monica, definitely one of them. Tech dealing a lot of heat, too. Now we are winding down. We got about 10 minutes left on the stream. Just enough time to talk about that $10,000 tournament. So we're going to be running qualifiers every Sunday. And if you win the qualifier, any bags that you take, say you qualify 2-3 times.
4 times?
4 times. Corey's got his eye on the prize here. You just bring them right on in to the $10,000 guaranteed tournament on August 3rd for day 1. We're also running stamp promotions. If you got an active membership, boom, 5,000 chips.
5,000 chips right off the bat.
That's what I'm saying. Just show up and you get an extra 5K chips. If you anytime you enter a tournament, 1,000 chips. So just for entering and having a membership for the qualifier, that's 6,000 extra chips right there.
Yep, right there.
And that qualifier, $35. Talk about a deal right
Not
there.
bad. Plus every hour of cash game you get 500 chips.
Easy.
So
And we got a whole
prepare
spreadsheet
plan
or
out,
whatever.
build
Yeah.
your stack up for the 10K.
Easy way to build up for the 10K. Action flop 6, 7, 8. Adrian is up and down here with good redraw there. Could hit a 10, get the jack high straight.
Lou raises it up here with top pair, trying to push out the draws.
Yep. Lou has been so aggressive all day today, and it's been working. And it looks like this case, though, not going to work. Adrian likes his draws.
He comes along for the call.
Robert also has top pair here with a better kicker, technically.
And he has a straight draw with it.
Yep. He's got a gutter ball, but he lets it go. Curtis with the ace-7 middle pair.
Oh, Curtis is going to gamble.
Curtis has been gambling.
Yeah. He puts it in. He's like, let's see if y'all can beat my 7.
Yeah, he puts it in and lets the cards speak for themselves. Ooh, there's the ace of diamonds. Adrian now with a flush draw to go with his up and down straight draw.
And Curtis turns 2 pair.
That's right. Curtis pulling ahead.
Lou's going to check it and shut it down.
Ooh, but Adrian goes all in. Curtis with a decision to make. Look at this. Look at him. Scratching his head. What do you do? 2 pair on a flushy, straighty board like that.
It just depends if he believes him or not.
Oh,
No,
it
he
looks
doesn't
like
believe him, he's
looks
gonna
like
put
he
it-
doesn't believe him. He's putting it in. Either that or he wants to gamble. And Lou, no more action left, turns over his hand as he folds. And this actually, I believe, is going to be the last hand of the night. So we enjoyed the game. We enjoyed having you.
Running it twice.
Oh, makes his flush on the top,
And,
and then
wins
Curtis
the bottom with 2
wins
pair.
the bottom.
So chop, chop.
Chop, chop. And just like that, we are out of here. Come on in, Corey. Here we go.
There we are.
That's us. So we had a great time on the 4th of July. Come on down for the $10,000 tournament. We've got a lot of qualifiers every Sunday. We're going to be really looking forward to having you on. And we had a great time watching with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Happy 4th of July, everybody out there.
Happy 4th of July. Happy birthday to you, America. And we'll